Hello, good morning, guys. I'm still not in any position yet. Uh, I'm just waiting for others to arrive. I just started streaming now, so yeah, I will wait for the rest to arrive. Just to give it more 5, 10 minutes. Then I will try to analyze the market live, guys. Okay. Hello guys, good morning. Good morning everyone here. Okay, all looks good. Okay, I'm gonna start. Um, I'm gonna start analyzing the market now. I did already 2 days ago, if you did watch my video. Okay, let me explain what's going on the screen here for you guys. On the left-hand side here, this is meter. It's like index meter, similar to this one, but basically just a visual movement showing me how strong or how weak is pound and euro and all the currencies. The bottom one is 1 minute on 1 minute time frame, how much each pair is moving. As you can see on the right hand side here, you can see the pairs, the currency symbol, pound euro at the bottom of 1 minute time frame. Then 5 minute, you can see pound is from the highs coming down. Um, Against it was the whole Swiss. On the 5 minute, if we go to 5 minute against these two pairs, when they cross over, when they cross each other, you can see on the chart. I'm not gonna go there yet. I just want to explain that the top one, it's a little bit different one. It's including gold. Gold is the black line. I'm looking at 1 hour. I'll look at 1 hour at the moment. And is my sound coming through? Yes. Okay. So this is gold as well. It's got different calculation, but it does work well on the meter. I did have this meter. I code it different than the one you see online. It's a little bit different and is really doing well. This meter, if you follow up on that meter, during London session open and during New York, you will get really a good trade out of it. However, today is Monday, the first day of the week, and probably the last couple days of the year. So today and tomorrow is the last days of the year. So I recommend that you just take it easy. Don't trade too big. Try to wait for the next year because next year is gonna bring different direction for each market. Is not maybe some market that will continue the direction they are going to, but we'll see. Hello, good morning. Good morning. Okay. So as I said on my video on Saturday, that pound after the let me just get this correct color, better color. Here you go. We reached the high because after the result of the election, we know that 135 it was a target. Then we actually broke this area, this low, this swing low before we pop higher. We came back down and we made a new uh, lower high. But we kind of like bull back at the moment. That's a bull back. So if you measure this area from here to here, we're talking about we're looking for between 50% and 61% Fibonacci, which is the 60%, 50%, 50% of the move of this move. If you come back here, probably gonna do this, continue down, probably make a new high. I believe it's gonna make a new high by January. Maybe possibly we'll come back and play again. Remember this area here? We did this. We'll come back up here, then we broke. We'll make a new high, but it was a trap. Come back up again, break this area, it was a trap, and start consolidate here, then we'll break higher for a new high. Still, we're waiting for the end of January because that's the deadline for Brexit, and that's when Boris Johnson now will proceed with his plan, Brexit plan. So we'll have to wait and hold for this, see what he's up to. That's a pound USD. I'm looking down to the meter here. I'm looking to the meter on the left, and I'm looking to see where's pound's gonna go end up. On the 5 minutes, it's coming down. In 1 hour, it's just a flat. As you can see, it here is flat. All the pairs basically flat on bigger time frame. Except yen, you can see yen is pushing up since the beginning of the session. Early this early of the session, since the market open, basically we see yen is diverting away from USD. So if we go to GBY, let's see. As you can see here, actually yen is getting some strength. So if we draw a line here, probably we're gonna create some sort of channel, and this kind of extended because of Brexit. So it was a unfair price. Now we're coming back to the fair price area. This area we'll watch it closely. I'll watch it closely, and if we today, if we have some yen pushing, then probably we're gonna go down to Friday low because on Friday it was dollar was have some issue. Dollar was not strong, but pound was strong. To basically currency moving from dollar to pound, and yen was weaker. And now yen is showing some strength here, and we see it here as well. On the 5 minute is above euro and above dollar and pound on 5 minute. In 1 minute you can see it as well is paying off here, and we going up. Let me just view. Let's have a look on indexes. You see dollar does actually continue to decrease to go down lower on the index. That's the daily. So the day started, there's no even a chance to go up. We just still keep going down. Yen is pushing up. Euro is gonna do the same story as he does here all the time, always doing this kind of fake up and down, up and down. I don't really trade euro much, just against the pound. New Zealand, as you can see, New Zealand is really increasing in value. It's going up, which is a good thing. Um, Pound, you can see pound is flat at the moment. As you can see in 1 hour here is flat. It's nothing really to do. So we can have to kind of watch it and see what gonna happen. So it's Monday, so it's quite like okay, just wait for New York to open, see how the stock are gonna react and all the stuff. Uh, Calendar is not much in the calendar. Just a Monday only today, and let me add the miner as well. Let's see. Okay, Monday got nothing really, nothing important. Just one at 2:45 London time, Chicago BMI, and oops, skip that. Sorry. So yeah, there's not much of news to move the market today. That's the COT, the CFTC report. That's in different shape. It's already pre-calculated and everything. As you can see, well, I'm looking only on pound at the moment. Sterling it was short since last Wednesday. A lot of shorts, and total trade 122 contract. Not a contract, but 122 traders traded. However, we have here the asset manager, which are shorted. They get out of the short by about 1,078 contract, and they get out of short as well. So get out of long and short. So I can see here the total is the different on the contract. They're getting more long and more short. So it's not really clear. It's just like 50-50. It's not. So they add on the long side 4,700 contract, and they take off 6,788 contract. So more or less, it's more to the downside. To be honest, it's more to the downside. Go 6,000. No, no, sorry guys, I get that. That's the way around. It's actually here. They took off of the short contract 6,700 contract off short, and they add 4,000 to the long side. Up there is just even almost because 68. Yeah. So I can say pound is flat, waiting for end of January to see what's going on, what what Brexit's gonna end up like and all the stuff. So that's the graphical display on the CFTC contract. It just showing you what the hedge fund and asset managers are doing. These are two important uh, guys here. The rest is no really to look take care of it. Just this guys is very important to see how much the smart money going, where the smart money going more than the speculators. So yeah, I recommend this week. I will start to trade seriously on the 7th of January 2020. I'm just gonna just I'm preparing myself for the next year. I'm not really gonna push hard on trading, just looking around and see what's going on, what's the different. I mean, like, what the next move? Change that to 15 minute. Let's see if we can change it. There you go. So that's the 15-minute display on the Meta. And if we go back to gold, you can see gold in the last 15 minutes it was going down. Just put the day on, and just stand by, guys. Just a second, please. Sorry about that, guys. Just got someone on the door and they want to keep talking, so I'll let them to go. Ask them to go. Hi, Richard. You're right. Um, yeah. So I'm looking now on the 15 minute for gold here. You can see gold bottom, and for me, I think this is gonna go lower. Just waiting for it to show some more direction. Obviously, gold is down at the moment. If we look at the USD, it's down too. So purely, I'm looking to gold when I trade gold. I purely hedge it with the stock. If the stock is going down, I long gold. And I did talk about this 2 weeks. Well, last week. Last week, I said that gold probably high probability is going to test this area because the stock was down, and that's why it's up here now. But I think that's where you will be start looking for rotation and test. So then you start to short it when you see a pattern on a smaller time frame. Um, if we go to 5 minute, so we kind of like every time to make a new high here, we keep pushing up. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's only 5 minute. You can short from here, do the pullback, retest, and you break this 5 minute and you go down. It's normally gold move with a stock, and that's why you move that way. It doesn't move like up and down right away or retest and go down, retest or go down. You just keep pushing up, level up, but not really much. There's not much of steam you can see. It's very close to each other. So that's a 5 minute. It's a different, of course. 15 minute. You can see that it's just a touching again. It's just keep touching the top, uh, the last high, and we're still inside this resistance area. So it could feed away, and we will see that start to climb down. So we'll. Oops, that's a big one. I hit this. It's very sensitive. My mouse is very sensitive. Here we go. Okay, that's went up that way because of the stock. It was taken profit taken before the year over, obviously. So I recommend that for you guys. Gold try to stay away until we cross the year because the stock is. Let's see. The stock still all day all time high. At all time high, the highest he reached it was 25. Went down uh, 17 point. Yeah, we're just expecting pullback here. So I expected that to pull back here a little bit, probably at this area, and consolidate, go back a little again, then continue its way up. Stock, wanted to always to go up, not down much. When you stock go down, it's like bullback. You still can short it and everything, but it's just acting as a pullback on the stock because normally stock go up. So if that happen, we coming down here, then I expect the gold to actually go higher. So yeah, just if you try to short it, don't stay a long time on it. Try to be ready for any action, especially on when you're watching the stock. See if the stock how's the stock reacting. Second, let's get away from this. Yeah, it depends today. As you can see, today is Monday. As you can see that we could make a tops here, and it can be double top here, and we'll see this coming down, do this, and go lower, or it come down, consolidate, go down again. We'll see. You just have to find a pattern to trade it. Try to trade it in, I recommend 50 pips to 80 pips max target. Do not try to leave your stop wide. Try to leave your stop the last high. So that's my recommendation. And don't try to stay around. Don't hold trade, losing trade, especially crossing over the year and it's going to be low liquidity. And anyone who will trade big contract, he probably is going to push this currency really high or very low, and just it's going to be nightmare. So I recommend that I suggest that you don't trade very much. Just try to avoid big lot sizes at the end of the year. Is not recommended. Just wait for 1 week. When that week finish, the first week of the year, which is going to be this week, then I will be started trading from Monday, Tuesday, the 7th. I will look for Monday, how Monday reacting. Tuesday from the 7th onward, I will be trading until the end of the month to see how Brexit will help pound and if we're gonna have some positive news. But in my opinion, Brexit is gonna still Brexit is not finished yet. Brexit is gonna take years to be complete. We're only trying to agree on making a deal, and whether or not we're gonna agree on the measure deals, and probably something's gonna change down the line. Is gonna shake up the currency ups and downs, and so don't hope too much for pound. Pound already moved big. Pound overall did really move well. On the weekly, have a look on the weekly here. Look that's a bearish wick, you know, really bearish. Like you can see that it's really big. If you look on the weekly here, that's only pullback. 2 weeks pullback probably is gonna pop up a little bit more. You just watch out for this area. See if it's gonna hold it. Then we come back up and we go down. We'll try to break the 50% of that one. Then we keep going. The bottom of the channel is gonna play a role here. Probably gonna hold and go low again. 125 it's my target. And if we have no good, if we don't have good news of Brexit by the end of January, then probably we're gonna go even lower. So yeah, overall the big pattern of pound USD. If you look on the weekly time frame, let me just clear this out. This out. I mean, we're on a downtrend, you know. One, two, three, four, five, probably one. That probably count as a two. But there is another pattern on the daily suggesting that pound actually need to go lower again. Pound is going to go lower. This is like really complete rejection here. If you can see on the weekly, if you look here, look the high, this high, we broke it. We basically close below it. It's been rejected. This price is like 135. It's a rejected price, you know. So that could come back again and test 125. 125 as well. It's like a mental price, you know. It's like between these two, it's about 1,000 pips. So the range between these two areas, we're gonna play it maybe the first quarter of 2020. Well, then we will see where we end up. Probably it's gonna end up or down. We'll see. But just keep in mind that 125 is the next target since we started a downtrend, and that will get me to 61% of this move, I believe. Let me do, just do that. Let's get fib. Not you. Let's see where this Fibonacci is gonna end up. Right there, 127.50, 125, 500. It's 61% of this move. So as you can see, just magnet. Here we go. Okay, so 125, 500. That's a 61% of Fibonacci. If that's started doing, if pound, as you can see, big move down, that's a pullback. Probably gonna rotate back down. We'll break this low, then rotate again, and we'll break low again to meet that 61%. Way high, maybe if maybe January. That's January. That could be January going down, then the pullback. See what's happening in Brexit. Do we have any deal? We could take off from 50%, or we go down test. We can go down and test 125 again. That's possible, and that's why possible. I like this why I'll tell you why. Because technically we did wave one here to come back to do wave two on the bigger picture. You know, that's a weekly view. So we will trend it. Now we do ABC. ABC you can end up 61%. Then we'll do another wave up. So ultimately it's gonna be wave one like that. Wave one, wave two, wave three. Wave three could be 150. 150 could be the next target, but we have to kind of like give a chance to take some orders from down here. 61%, between 50 and 61%. I believe that's 200 bips. I can tell from you. Just do it properly. Here you go. Yeah, 180 pips a gap or a buy zone. If it's going to hold, don't just buy blindly. Just don't just guess it because I said or Fibonacci or 50 or trend line. Just wait for a small time frame to show you is actually trying to go back up. Don't just put an order and leave it and go. Now you should wait for it to show you on a lower time frame if it's really wanted to go or not. Couldn't chat, nothing. If you guys have any question, you can ask. Um, That's the hourly. No, no, that's the. It was 15 minutes. Let me just change this back to 15 minutes would be easier. Uh, okay, that's the 30. All right. Uh, yeah, let's make this 1 hour only. I'll keep it an hourly. I'll keep it in 5 minutes for gold. I normally keep it for a minute as well, but because this calculation is different because it does calculate gold as well, and that's why I have a different format. But it's almost matching the same, but it's not exact. It's got a slight delay on the pair itself, the rest of the pairs, but gold only, the one is actually moving nicely on this meter. The meter on the top is different than the meter on the bottom. They got the same look, but got gold and got other features. But I'm just disabling everything else except the golden now. And yeah, so do you guys have any question? I will just stay silent for a couple 5 minutes. I'm gonna make some coffee. Feel free to go do coffee as well if you want. I'll be back. Yeah. Let's just do this. Here we go. Okay, guys, I'll be back. Just a minute. 5 minutes. I'll be back. Cheers. Hey guys, just to get back, I was doing coffee. Um, we just analyzing the market overall. As I mentioned earlier in the stream, um, it's Monday, last 2 days of the year, and last 2 days of the month too. So don't go too big. Try to just scalp as much as you can. Um, if you're looking for who's looking for pound USD, as you can see, the last few hours is like consolidating here. Really, is not doing much. Still in the same price. We're still at the same price. So you just wait for this to break this consolidation area. It's a lot of buy and selling here. They push it down, come back up again, and we're still inside the same area. So you better stay out until we clear this area complete. Or as a break up, come retest and go up, or we go down again and we break this low, retest and continue down to test these lows here. So we're talking about if we break, retest, come back. If you want to take the trade, yeah, about 70 pips target. 70 pips target. Stop loss is going to be 50 pips, you say, just to be safe, or maybe 40, 42 pips, 43 pips, 70 pips target. But if we see the actually bound wants to go down, if we come back down again here, do this, and go down again, retest, and go down, and so on and so forth. To this area, I still recommend that is Monday. I suggest that you don't trade too big. Okay. Uh, Back to gold. You can see here a conversion diversion going on. You can see this is going up and this is coming down, and it's coming down here as well. My meters. This acts as a MACD. If you know what MACD is, it's quite similar to MACD. This is like a MACD. We cross the line here, but we're still going up. But here we're going down in value. So we're just waiting for retest here. If you can see, I did mark this area. We'll see how it's going to react here. If it start to show some momentum down, I will be shorting gold to this area, which is about 50 pips maybe. If I see it coming down, then yeah, about 70 pips. I'll be exit before that. 70, I'll be like 55, 60 pips. I don't hold too much hope because the end of the year, as I mentioned. So we'll see. I would like you to come back here to see how they're going to react at this line. And if it start to go lower, I will be shorting it from here. If I see that momentum start to pick up, I will be shorting it from here. I leave my stop loss just above here. Okay, let me just get this correct. If I get here, I'll leave my stop loss about maybe 20 pips to be safe. 20 pips up to here, then take profits is going to be around these highs here, around here. Expect it to come back, retest it, do that, come back, re-break it, or retest it and come back here, do this, and go back up again. Consolidate here, flat, like that. Not like this, not like that. If like that, probably is going to go up. If that way, it's going to go down. We'll see which one is going to play. Are you looking to sell bound USD? Yeah, you can scalp it. Well, you can scalp it, but as you can see that we didn't do anything for the past 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 hours. 11 hours, we're still inside the same range, and that range 25 pips. Minus your spread, probably a pip and a half or a pip. It's about 26 pips. I suggest that you wait. If you look on the daily, I did analyze that already. If you look on the daily, we just broke the previous day high and we landed on again and we'll go low a little bit and we still on the same price. So pound, look, pound was opportunity was the last since the election day. that was the best opportunity to short. Then everyone exit here around these lows. But normally the hedge fund, they go even further. We broke this support and we come back up again. I expected it to come down again. We already touched the trend line, this big trend line. We retest it again, and I expect it to go down. If you want to take the risk, if you wanted to short it, look, if you wanted to short it, we already tested that trend line now. We are inside this channel. It's too many lines. Sorry, guys. Too many lines is confusing here. Okay. We went down, we retest that trend line of the big trend line, and probably we're gonna go down again to break this support, and we go lower. So if you want to short it, wait for it today. If you wanted to short it, wait for today. Just wait for today. You don't have to trade today. Wait for tomorrow. See how that day gonna close. Okay. If that day go down, you can short it. London session when London open tomorrow, you can short it. If it start to go back up again and start to go down, you can start shorting it from here, and you start aiming for lower low. It's about 200 bips. Look for 200 bips around this area, here, and your stop loss is going to be above the previous day highs. So you don't risk much, risk and reward is going to be really cool. Let me put that on proper position. Assuming that the day is going to close red, and I will be targeting these lows. If we close below this, if we go down again to this area, we're going to go down, and my stop loss is going to be probably above the last high. That's something like in the book you can do that on the chart, but I know a lot of people that cannot hold on this. Still, Brexit deadline at the end of January, we have 30 more days, 31, 32 days to get to this timeline. So maybe the pound was going to do one more push down, because with the big one here, expect that was a bull back, and it will go down again, then bull back, go down again. And overall, if we do that, we doing wave 2 on the wave 1. I did already mention that before. So yeah, you better wait if you want to short pound USD. You can do something else. If you look on the meter on the left, you see that pound and euro pulled back up, and they're trying to go down again. Which one is going against them? You got yen coming up here. Okay, you have yen, you have dollar, and both of them actually going down. And what else? CAD. Let's have a look on CAD pound. Pound CAD, sorry. No. Okay, here we go. Let's see how pound CAD acting on hourly. Some sort of moves here. You can see here, 1, 2. Still consolidate here. So wait for this to finish. We're probably gonna come angling. You can see that break low, come back retest, and continue down. Talking about let's see, 120 pips to that low. It was a trap here. That's the thing. A lot of people get trapped here because it's holding the break and go back up, take the stop losses, come back down again, and start to consolidate. As I said, it's a Monday. You see that? That's a bear trap, trapped. Go back up, go for the highs. Didn't reach the highs. Go back down, up and down. It just you can see that it's very risky to trade this kind of pairs because it's not going anywhere. So all this the last 10 hours, that waiting for some news, waiting for any other news of Brexit or oil when the market open. US oil. Um, I don't really look at this, but let me have a look at it first. Fine, just a sec. Oh, future in it. Look on the daily. That was Saudi Arabia terrorist attack and went low, then started to come back up. As you can see, it's really going up, struggling. I don't trade oil, but you can see it's struggling on the way up and start lose momentum. Probably is gonna do this, come back up again and go down. So look for a pattern to down move. As you can see that we're holding the opening and closing, the closing of the day and the opening of the next day of after this terrorist attack. And beside that, there is just one, two, three. It's not much of it. It's just consolidation here. Is like here you can see this area here. Look, this area where we are now at the moment, and here it's just consolidate, sine wave, consolidate here. So wait for it to finish this area and see if it's gonna go up or go down. How many tests we have? We have one test. We have two. Maybe it's gonna go down a little bit, then continue back up. If that going down suits you to trade it, well, 31 point. Yeah, if that suits you to trade it down to this area here, that will be a good trade. You can see leave your stop loss above here, and you enter here, and you exit here. So about maybe 2 to 1, 2.5 to 1. So which one suits you? But as I said, it's Monday, and is not going to be fast mover market. It's just the last 2 days of the year, the months. We're going to New Year, so don't put too much hope. The market is dry, as you can see. As you can see on pound, just last 10 hours is not doing anything. It's still in the same price. Last 10 hours. Here we go. So wait for US to open. See what the US is gonna offer. Maybe US will push the market more. I reckon that just to wait for it. Don't push a trade. Don't try to trade which is nothing available in the market. Still flat. In my opinion, it's still flat. All the pairs on the 15-minute here you see is not really no much action beside gold is actually moving. I'm waiting for gold to come back retest this trend line again, and probably I will short it. Not much. I'm just looking for about 50 to 60 pips, and my stop loss is going to be above here. I'll probably exit somewhere, enter here, leave my stop loss just above the previous high area. I don't want to risk too much. Even if I've been hit, it's fine, but I don't want to risk too much. I just want to be enter here. Then I'm looking for 50 pips and maybe 20 pips up, stop loss and TB down here. Okay, guys. Does anyone want to look for something else? Uh, What I can see here it is going down. Okay, we broke this. We broke it. We broke this low. As soon as we break it, we come rotation, retest. Stand here a little bit, and we plunge down. Just wait for any small pullback on the daily. It's not gonna come up all the way here. I believe not. It's about 50 pips area. If you're willing to get enter early, well, I don't recommend to go too much on this because I think dollar was weak on Friday. Maybe that weakness is gonna fade away. So if that's the case, probably it's gonna come back up here. Maybe you're gonna see V shape. Maybe that was Friday. That's Monday. Probably is gonna equal that same amount, maybe a little bit less. And during the day, if we start to go down halfway, if we cross the line here, if we cross this area, going up, you can put your limit order down here to go down. Sell limit for the next support area. Let me mark that next support area here. See if it's gonna break it or it's gonna hold it. We at yeah, it's so much of support going on down here. There's a lot of area suggesting that it could be very a lot of buyer around this area. So let me put it actually proper area if we're gonna look at it in the future. I recommend that is going to be long, not short actually. Very much. Because it looks significant area here. If you look at it, look, we have here like a lot of move up, but when it come down, not much. Is always moving up more than breaking low at this point, you know. So maybe we can do this. We have here nothing here at all in the past since 2019, beginning of 2019. Nothing we didn't get here before, so you just have to hold here. Don't trade at all. In my opinion, don't risk it because we are at decision area here whether or not we wanted to go up. If we wanted to go up to the previous high about 850 pips, and if you want to go down, I don't think we're going to go down that much because this area got a lot of support. I can see that here. Look here, all these days, you know, here as well, here, everywhere around across 4 or 5 years ago. This is a supported area. Every time come to this area, go down or go up. But if you look, up is more than down. It's always going up, you know. If you go trend line like that, if you do this, we kind of break it. Maybe we'll come back, retest it, and go down or continue up. That could be that scenario. That could be what can happen. If you get this here, and we get this back from here to here. If we touch all of them. Oops, sorry guys. Yeah, if we extend it that way, we are on a trend line. There's a 1 degree. Then if we get another one here, okay. So look, we are we did already break that trend line. We make a new low angled one, We here, we broke it and we below it. So wait for retest, go back down, or wait for a retest and see how retest is gonna act. If it's a slow mover, expect it to go back up and break higher. It's going to be 1, 2, 3 on a small time frame. But if you come up again and retest it and it start to go down, break that low, then that's high probability trade. So you enter here and you leave your stop loss above it and you take profit. Probably is going to be the next lows. You watch it closely. Okay. I hope that will help. I don't trade it. It's not my way of trading. I always trade pound bears, not cross like the measures. I like measures, but I like pound yen, pound New Zealand. Pound New Zealand is amazing. I love pound New Zealand. Have a look at it actually. Mm, See New Zealand strong. Actually, moving on nicely. Still, all pound pairs waiting for New Year, Prime Minister, all stuff. Brexit. It's always Brexit the main driver of pound bears. So kind of have to wait for it. As you can see on the meter here, look, the meter is just go. Yeah, can you see my cursor? Yeah, I hope so. So both of them at this point they're moving together. Make it smaller. So both of them that were moving together at some point. Then after that, euro went down. Then now we go pound is like kind of holding. When you see this kind of pattern, expect it to break higher, but see which one is coming against it, which is the Swiss, sorry, New Zealand. And you can see here the past 5 minutes or so, we have this push down. This is small. This is too much details, but if you look only on 5 minutes and 1 hour, 5 minutes and 15 minutes, then you scalp on this. So if you start early the session, you look at it from here and you see which one is going where, and you try to compare it with the chart itself. But overall, we're still inside this consolidation area. We break up and come back down again immediately, like someone changes his mind. Like, no, no, I'll buy it. No, 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 I'll close my position. Sell, 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 sell. And start to consolidate here. So this, I don't count this. It's just to fake out, like a stop hunt. Maybe very, very high probability is going to go down low. Definitely because of, you can see here. At the same time, we are at support area as well. If we break lower, if you will try to break lower here and we break this low, we're gonna do this retest and go down or retest and or come back up. So just wait for this point because at this point here, last few days is not doing much. It's consolidating. Maybe it's gonna do trap here for seller, then come back up and do this and continue up. Yeah, you have to wait for next week. That's my opinion, guys. You have to wait for next week. It's not clear. The market is very, very slow. Last few days of course, is the last few days of the year, of the months. So Christmas as well. Low liquidity. Hedge fund and institutions, they kind of close their positions and close their books and give money to client and cashing out a lot of stuff. So a lot going on, a lot of stuff going on. So you better trade slow or you don't trade at all. Take this time as a study and to study the market and so on. Right. So I'm gonna be back, guys. Just give me 5 minutes. Cheers. Yeah, sorry guys. Yeah, I'm looking for pound New Zealand at the moment. Looks good. Um, just say it pips, not really much. Just I'm looking for it to break this low because we're at the top of this channel. Still not sure if it wanted to go actually down or go up. We'll see if it's break here, retest and go up to break this area. We'll see. You just wait for US. We'll go 1 more hour for US to open. It's 7 Eastern time now. Wait for 1 more hour to see what the US will offer. But still, today is the 30. Go one more. There's 31st. Well, at the end of the month, at the end of the year, and there is gonna be low liquidity. Stock market probably is gonna go low, full pullback. So if that stock market is gonna go down, expect New Zealand, Aussie to go down too. And US gold, sorry, gold is gonna go up. So yeah, you have to wait for it. See what's gold doing. It's kind of consolidate here. You can see a lot of gaps on 5 minute, looking hourly. We actually broke a new low and we're going for it. That's mean US is strong. As you see, gold is down here. You can see that's gold. That's US holding. It's kind of flat, but gold is actually going down. So wait for gold to return back up and do kind of retest and go down. So for me, I'm waiting for it to come back up here during the US session open, and we will start to go down from here probably to these lows, and we'll be talking about, let's see, 50 pips. Can break down, but I doubt it because the stock is gonna pull back and probably gold is gonna go back up again. If you look on the daily, daily is giving you different view. We have a couple of days here rejection. Today it didn't close yet, but still we have 1 day, 1, 2, 3 days. Hopefully today is gonna be like kind of pattern. Probably gonna do like that for the stock to pull back, then gold will go back up. It normally goes like so, not straight line. Just shortcut we do like this. So wait for this period to finish, this consolidation area, then you aim for down or more push back up. Overall, the indicators, we all way to the top here. I expect that to pull back here. If we go back in history, we kind of like above the red line here. You know, it's moving. Is moving with gold. Gold is moving with stock normally. Stock risk off. Gold increase in price in value. Stock high in value. Gold decrease in value because gold is like the other side of the coin. So whoever wants to sell out of sell their assets on the stock, they will fly back to gold. So safety. Always the money flying from one asset to other. They don't cash it out, and that's why the market is always rich and going up and down more. You know. Yeah. Sorry. Um. Yeah. So you just wait for the US to open. Yeah. Guys, I'll be back. Yeah. Just give me 5 minutes or 10. Cheers. Okay, I'm looking at dollar, euro dollar, and we talked about this box before. Just I'm gonna extend it this area consolidation. As you can see here, couple support area here, couple resistance. So far we did break this high and way above it now. So I like to see that they close green. Possibly the day today is gonna reach up to this area here. The weakness of dollar, come back, rotation, and break higher to these highs. So we're talking about if we go up here, come back half 50% of this area, maybe 100 pips, it could be your target and stop loss just below that day if we close high. So if we go up there, come back, retest halfway tomorrow, you leave your stop loss below here and wait for it to go up. So if we just from here, right here, 140 pips, stop loss will be like 25 to 30. Maybe you can just make it below this line. 36 pips for 100 pips. Just to make it just simple, 100 pips. Because maybe he's not gonna reach his target. Maybe we'll reach his area here. Just let me highlight that as well. That's next high probability area to stop. And that's the next one here. There are a few. You normally need to delete this after achieving this target. Of course, it's not gonna go straight line. It's not gonna go straight line. It's gonna go up, for example, come back down and consolidate, come back up again, consolidate, come back up, consolidate, come back up. That could take a few days. I know the swaps is negative on long euro, so just be careful. Just calculate your money management and plan which pairs you would like to trade. If you're gonna short it, it's not good. Really, it's not good trade to short it because we are at this area here. I can see nice uh, engulfing candle, engulfed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days in one day. So that looks like a lot of buying going on since dollar is weak, and that's why it is move up here. That's a pullback, move back up. Probably is gonna break higher. That looks very much to go up. Since we break this area here, we're gonna close hopefully today up there, come back retest, and go up again. So the bias for me is up move, and if so, that's mean gold is gonna go up too. That's silver, sorry. That's mean gold will go up too as well. I wanted to short it for retest here, but let's see. I only want to short it for 50 bips. Let's see if this is gonna qualify or not. My stop loss will be just above here, 10, 15 pips, 20 pips maybe. Just make it 20 pips. Yeah, 20 pips will be above here. Take profit is gonna be around this area, 50 pips. You can take that trade if you want, but wait for it to come back here and start to show on a 15-minute. That is gonna rotate. It's gonna do one, maybe two, three, come back here and start consolidate and go down again. Don't just blindly sell it right away here. You need to see a few candles to give you the green light to go. You know, don't just short it. Let's see the daily. This is just, yeah, it's the weakness of yen. That's why we have no much of move here going on since here, since the election. Just clear this out. 650 pips down from top to bottom. No one catches this move, of course. Only you can catch after. You can start from here, catching the next day. You probably bought as soon as you start to come up here, and you take it all the way down to these lows, about 450 pips. That's the realistic target for any trader. All this top here and the bottom here is a noise confirmation. You traded every single day. You obviously was like, oh, I want to get exit here, here, here. You need to aim for a good target. You know, you probably the next day that day is finished, and you can see that big rejection of the price. You just get somewhere here, or here, or here, or at the closing of the day. Just that's the conservative way. The close of the day, you open another trade, you leave your stop loss here, you take profit, probably is gonna be down here, and when you hit your take profit area, you're gonna see the next day is actually red as well. Then you short it the next day, you leave your stop loss above here, you short an opening, you leave your stop loss above, and you take profit down here, for example, or down here. But obviously it didn't reach it yet, so yeah, that's a pullback on the bigger time frame rotation, then we'll go down again. I will need to see a couple more days ready here to confirm. So the next, probably next week, I would like to see a red candle here, a red candle. Then buy in bound USD. Let me finish that first. Uh, you don't know. Let me finish this first. I like to see this pattern. I like to see one day here, maybe a wick here as well, like this. Then maybe I will be shorting halfway of that wick, and I will leave my stop loss here and take profit to the next support area here. If so, I will be, for example, if I can if I can just to see this happening around here, if I'll short it from here, for example, and I'll be targeting the last low, 50% of my profit be taken off, then the next one I will keep it to run to the rest of the area down here. Because overall we're looking at a big rejection area here. It's been price be rejected here and here, and we have a big red candle, 1 2 3. Then after that the next few days is all red, and just we rested a little bit here, then we pulling back. So that's the profit taking area. Very much is about 600 bips move. I expect that come back up here and do this and continue down. If that show me a small time frame that has started going down, then I will be shorting as breakout, and I leave my stop loss just above the high of the day itself, for example here. Short in pound, I not today. Okay, don't forget yeah, the Brexit deadline. It's the end of January. You can scalp it. You know, don't short it and hold loser. So if you hit you stop loss, just exit. Don't try again, because we are the last 2 days of the year and the months. And yeah, I can see here on the meter, you go bound is actually the high on 15 minute. On the 5 minutes, it actually break out higher, and here too. But it's gonna pull back. It's gonna come back down. It's just like a trap, you can call it whatever. But it's a dry before New York open. You can see bound just popped up before New York open 1 hour, just 1 hour before. You can see it is just pushing up. But wait for a retest back, and it start to push up again. Then you start to long it, but don't short it here. There's no really point. Don't short it, not yet. The pullback is not finished yet. It will finish only when it starts to showing you weakness on the bound, weakness on the candles, and the move start to feed away. Then you will start to see some push down on small time frame, 5 minute, 15 minute. Then you can short it. For example, from here. For example, if that go up a little bit more and start to doing this and start to see some weakness, you short here, you leave your stop loss here, you take profit the last low for the time being. Long term, you look to the daily and you trade it from here. For example, if I'm looking to the daily now, okay, I know that maybe it's gonna go down. I will short it from here. I leave my stop loss up there. My take profit will be right down in the bottom. 2 to 1. Okay, if I'm looking in the daily, that's a long time frame. But if I'm looking only to scalp, you need to look to go down to the lowest time frame. Okay, as you can see here, the push up. What happened here? We broke here, broke. Then after that, we broke again. Now we are here. So see that. Wait for it. See if it's gonna go down or it's gonna break another high. If you want to only scalp, I don't know, 10 pips, 15 pips, and you leave your stop loss below here. Look, currency doesn't work that way. Currency need more room to run. So 10 pips is nothing. 10 pips is nothing on this bear. Pound, sorry, you want to pound USD. Let me just go to pound USD and try to do the same. Yeah, you can see that I'm moving the same at the same speed because that's the pound move. That's the pound session. So we're still inside this box. We've been here earlier today and we broke lower, but it's just a fake breakout. And we come back down, retest it, and we're coming back up. So yeah, that can go higher. That can go higher. Just a second, guys. Yeah, so I think that can go higher. So don't short it here. There is no any indication. It's not qualified to be short. It's all green days, all green 5 minutes. All of them 5 minutes. Go 15. You can see that it's really big push up and maybe retesting. Maybe it's gonna break it and go up. But if so, you wanna take that trade. For example, you got 10 pips and you go leave your stop loss like 3-4 pips down. If you wanna try that, you can do that. But the momentum is up. I don't expect it to be up very much. I put this trade here as if it's going to retest and come back down, I will be shorted then just below this channel. So I probably need to move it down here. Just wait for it to come down and you show me that you really want to go down. Otherwise, I'm not taking a risk. There's no reason for me to take risk last few days of the year, so I don't regret it. You can do that. Come back down here and continue back up because you already moved a lot. So the last time we talked about pound, so pound originally, just hide all this away. Uh, So pound, you can see that since October we keep moving up, 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 up. Now that's a pullback. Let me just get this. It's too many lines. That's a pullback. Okay, it's a sharp pullback. It got so much potential that can go lower. As I mentioned earlier of my stream, I said the pound actually can go more down to 125 area. But how it's going to go down like that, we will see the end of January what happened. I like to see one more red candle here, then the big one here like this one, equal to this one. You know, if I see one big red candle here, I wait for pullback halfway and I will short it. Take advantage of this move down. I wait for pullback consolidation. So what I'm waiting for to come back down here, I put my trade here, bending, retest and go down. Take my profit here, wait for consolidation, retest, and I will short it again. That's my plan to see how it's gonna go. But it's not gonna happen today or tomorrow. I'm waiting for next week. Waiting for Monday or Tuesday because today and tomorrow is gonna be like you can see like really not. It's not gonna move much. I know it's moving now, but don't forget it is a pullback. This is a pullback, guys. It's not gonna continue. The move can stop anytime now, and you can see red candle instead today. No one knows when the candle is gonna finish, when the pullback is gonna end up. So you better wait for more clarity. You could have been long from here because you're expecting that pullback. You got two green candles. The next day you could long it and you leave your stop loss below this candle, and you can see you have a nice trade up. If you open from the opening, come on, here you go. You probably done 150 pips so far, and you're 35, or even if you left it down here, 80, nearly 1 to 1, maybe 1 to 150. So if you look on the daily, that's why you need to look. You look on the daily, you see, okay, we go red, red, green, rejection here. As I said earlier, rejection, and the next one was red. You open here and you leave your stop loss here, and you let it run. Take your profit down here. I know it went to more, but just you need to have a target. If you don't have a target, you don't have a trade. You need to have a target. You need to have a stop loss in place, take profit, then you enter. You could enter here. So the first thing I do my stop loss. Okay, that's a risk I can accept. Okay, then my take profit. Yeah, risk reward is actually great. So I like this trade. When I'm gonna enter? Where? I wait for next day. I could at the opening I could enter the trade, or I wait for it to pop up a little bit, or maybe below that day. Okay, it doesn't matter where your entry is. What's matter for me is you stop loss place, take profit place, and you enter anywhere. You enter here, you enter here. Is win-win scenario because you accepting the risk. You convinced and you qualified this area to be your stop loss. You qualified this to be take profit. Is your job now is to find the best place to have the cheapest price. Okay, if you more in the trading for a very long time, I short at 135. I exit somewhere here, and after that I just a bit lazy, then I short it again and I exit here. You know, I just scalp quickly. But if you look in the long term, you just are kind of like, okay, look, that is a red day here. Look, this is a wick, big rejection on the daily. On that another red day, I'm gonna enter right away before the day close or the next day open. Depends on the spread. I prefer to exit before enter before the day over, so the spread doesn't give me high prices, right? And yeah, went down. You can see that's my take profit area, that's my stop loss area, and I enter here. Very, very successful trade. You look here, you go green candle. You go the next day is green candle. Okay, look here, like we're gonna do pullback now. So you exit here, you enter here. Sorry, you enter here, and you leave your stop loss below here, and you take profit around this area, for example. You probably by now you trail your stop below here. The next day you normally trail your stop below the previous day, and you let it run if you think it's gonna go higher. But if I were you, I would just exit here around this area. We're very near about 50%, not 50% from top to bottom, but I would exit here. As soon as I start to touch this trend line again, I will exit, you know, and that's give me, okay, if we just here, if it's today or tomorrow, oh, come on. If I enter here, I've got 200 pips, take profit. My risk was 86 pips. Yeah. Then you leave this trade running. You move on to the next one. There you go. You look at it. Okay, what we have here. Okay, that's gonna pull back. You can short it here. All the way down to this area. 77 pips. Your stop loss is gonna be 38 pips from the indecision. You know, because this bear, as I said before, bound euro pound. If pound USD going up, euro pound going down. They always go against each other. Sometime I go faster or lowest. It depends on how euro doing. As you can see, euro is at the bottom on 1 minute. In 5 minutes is down. In 1 hour is just at the lowest on the currencies. But that's the gold. That's gold. That's gold. Does it look like it's going back up, pulling back? Probably pound is gonna rotate back down. And as you can see here, it start already the move down here and here. And 1 hour is gonna rotate. So let's have a look. Let's have a look on pound USD now. What's happening? Let's go back to match the time frame. Let's go to 5 minutes. Let's see what 5 minutes give us. Here you go. You see, we're talking about 8 pips. Here we go, went down 10 pips. See, it's not clear. That could be retest, okay? It could be retest here to continue back up. However, we still need more time to go down to the zero line. For me, I'll wait for it more. Maybe it's gonna do that. Maybe by the time it's gonna go a little bit lower here and continue back up. We'll have to kind of watch it. If you wanna take the risk, you can long it from here or from here even, and you leave your stop loss here or here if you wanna long it. But shorting, there was no any indication yet until you see break below. So you can short actually this area, but it's no guarantee. New York is gonna open soon, so New York is gonna open soon. About 3-4 pips. It's like 11 pips. I want to risk money for 11 pips only. I'd rather risk a day or two and leave my stop loss far away. But I'm sure that's gonna go down. Especially on hourly here. That's not hourly. That's 15 minute. Let me show you some. Let's go to weekly. That's weekly for your view. On weekly, official bound is the highest, and the yen is the lowest on the weekly. You can see that's the index, and euro down here. And yeah, let's just go to the daily to be a closer picture. Okay, go on daily. Of course, pound was collapsed from here and coming back up, retest. Probably is gonna go down after that. So maybe come back up here and go down again, make a new low, and do this rotation, and come back. Unclear what's gonna happen now because of, as I said, we're at the end of the year. Got only 3 days left, 2 days left. Tomorrow, and after that, New Year, bank holidays. Market is gonna be dry. I don't expect any big move or any new adventure in the market. Just wait for the next week. Next week is the 7th, the 6th or the 7th. Because you got today and tomorrow, then after that bank holiday, then after that Thursday, Friday, nothing. All the calendar is gone, nothing at all. The whole week. Let me just further. I don't like the low. I will only the medium and high impact. This week is very dry. Then we'll start as a 7. You can see start get crowdy again. So you better off wait for this. You better off wait for this next week, Monday, Tuesday. See how Monday, where we're going, and by the time this for me this week, I'm only planning for what's going to happen next year, what I'm planning for, what asset I would like to trade more, and what asset I'd like to trade less. Reviewing of 2019, what is my plan for 2020, what I want to do, all the stuff. You need to sit down and put your goals, put your plan properly, fix the issues you had 2019. So much you can do. You don't have to keep always open trades. You can trade on daily or 4 hours. I'm not telling a lot of people you could trade only on 4 hours because 4 hours is very valuable. It's less headache, it's less stress. It doesn't stress much. You can just trade that. Like this here, like bullback. That's a bullback, 50% of this, and continue down. You see, if you follow this and start to break down to here, you could have done 300 bips easy, easy. 19 bars, 3 days and 4 hours, easy. 300 bips by 300 bips by what? 10 pound or 1 pound, 300 pound. Short is a positive. It is a positive spread if you short it. Swaps, sorry, positive swaps if you short it. So you get 300 quid or 3,000 on one lot. If you trade more than that, obviously it's gonna be more. 30,000 on 10 lots. Imagine 30,000 in 3 days and a half. I don't want to make it too big for you, but it depends on your money management. You could do only 30 pound and 300 pips is like 1 pence the pip or something. So you have to have a plan for all this. 300 bips is amazing. Take profit area. Your stop loss is going to be only up there. You're only risking maybe 100 pound in the market. You get 300 back. Or you increase it, obviously. If you're risking 1,000, you get 3,000. If you're risking 10,000, you get 30,000. You know, you have to have a plan. You have to have a projection where your target is. Is that your target is worth it? Risk and reward is good. Then you trade. Don't gamble. Don't. I want to trade. As soon as you wake up in the morning, yeah, let's click. That looks good. I'm gonna buy. That looks good. I'm gonna sell. You're gonna lose because you don't have a plan. You can't just jump in and do that. You have to have a look back. What happened in the last few hours? Look, last few hours is consolidate, then break higher, come back, retest, and break higher, come back, retest. It's going higher, but you're losing momentum here. We're losing momentum. It's not really keep moving up as it's supposed. So I expect that come back down here. That's 4 hour view, guys. So this is a 4 hour view. So wait for it to break, come back, retest, and go down. Probably we'll be talking about what? Maybe 100. Go back in for the low, 200 pips. Risk and reward. You're only risking 40 pips. You have to be. You have to have a good screen time to recognize these patterns. So this is a 4 hour telling you that high probability is retest back to this breakout, and we're going down because we test in this area now. Look, we are here now, testing this area. We broke, we come back retest, and probably we're gonna go down. If that's stronger momentum, we're gonna go higher. Because what happened here is, as soon as we break this area, all this stop losses has been hit. These guys that were short and they were trailing the stop. Look here. I trail it here, some trail it here, some trail it here. You know, if some more here, if some more here, if it's still any sell on the market, we're gonna see that go back a little bit quickly and come back down. If it's not, it's gonna do this. Then it'll start to go down again because there's no any stop to trigger. You know, because everyone was short, he was trailing the stops here, 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 the previous swing high, and wait for it to go down. You know, and some of them that went out already, some of them that switched to be long because they recognize this is going to be pullback and they benefit from that as well. This is like a trader, very good traders. They know how the market moves and how much percentage the market already moved, and they look to other indicators, not necessarily like mine here, but other assets like how's the stock doing, how's everything. They put all this in perspective. Like, okay, everything is moving supposedly okay with for bound USD because you have USD consequences of anything and pound as well. You got it? So yeah. Okay, guys, just give me a second. I'll put you on hold for a sec. Yeah, sorry. Just be aware by 1 p.m. I'm gonna have to close for the day because I've got to look after stock, so I can't be streaming at the same time trading. I'm just not gonna really put too much on trade, but I want to watch how the market react when New York open. Um, yeah, I'm trying to become a habitually doing streaming every day in the morning. This morning I was busy doing something else, but hopefully from yeah probably tomorrow I will do the same, and slowly, gradually we will try to get to used to these indicators here that are really powerful to spot a trade and try to trade live with you guys. But I still recommend the 6th on the 7th of January is the best time to trade. If you do anything now, maybe you make some money, but you'll be lucky, you know. So the market is not gonna go anywhere because the big guys, the big boys that are not around the market at the moment, they're already on holidays since last week. So what's moving now? It's only profit taking. This is profit taking for me. This is profit taking area as well. Here. But I don't expect the market to go up there unless it's really big news. I don't think there's anything is gonna do with Brexit. We're gonna wait for end of January, and the market is gonna just to move in a technical way. So possibly here by the first week. I'm not sure. Let's just wait for this. Look how many hours here. This is a 4 hours time frame. You can see is just not moving. We're stuck to here for now. Let's see how it's gonna react here. If it's gonna go down or it's gonna keep grinding higher. And let's spot any good area to short. Then we'll start to shorten it. Only if it shows some short setup going on, like this one here. This is the example. One day, 1 4 hour red. The second one is red. You could short it from the low of this one, or you could short it from here, or wait for pullback and you short it. So many ways you can trade, but you need to find the valuable way and qualified one to short. If your risk reward is great, yes, you can short here. Your risk reward is going to be above, and you take profit down here. You see, I'm not saying here because no one knows where it's going to go. You're only looking for the closer realistic target here. If I do that, then if for example here, if I want to short, I'm looking for 80 pips, stop loss 33. That's scalping. That's a matter of 8 hours, like a day. You know, your money management is playing big role. Is 85, 90% is your money management has to be solid ground. So you don't lose much. You're gonna lose, but you're not gonna lose much as you win. You win ratio. So you need to keep that in perspective. Like win it must be higher than lose. Okay, in percentage. If you lose only 30 pips, you need to make when you win 90 pips. Down the line, you're gonna end up losing less and making more. You make the 30%, 30 pips up from the 90%, 90 pips, you're gonna make 50 pips pure profit. Okay, you can end up 50, 55, 60, 60 pips, 90 pips. When you become better and you know when to trade, when you put your stop loss, where, and you take profit where, then that will be very easy for you. You will just look to the trade like that. Okay, if I put my stop loss here, that's the risk. Where I can enter here, and my take profit where high probability you're gonna come down to this area. Then you short it. Yeah, we take risk every day. You take risk at work, you take risk at home, you take risk about buying stuff, and we always take a risk. But how you take a risk, it's the question you need to answer yourself. You like, look, I want to take risk, but minimum risk. Risk I will be consciously, I will accept it. I will accept 40 pips, okay, If that 40 pips cost me $400 or pound on one lot, yeah. Okay, if I'm comfortable to lose 400 pound and I'm comfortable to win 1,000 pound, for example, then I'm okay. Okay, I accept it. Mentally, I accepted that. You know what happens is, if you win this, you need to keep in the same track. You always do the same thing and you improve it. But if you lose it, okay, let's just assume that you lost 400 pound today for one trade. Is that meet your maximum daily losing trades? If you hit your limit, you close your computer, you go do something else. Don't chase it, don't trade again. If you hit your limit, you exit. Next day, new trade. You keep that learning curve, okay? You learn that, okay, I lost money here. I want to know why I lost money here. Did I increase in lot sizes? Yes, I did increase. Maybe if I'm not acceptable, if 400 pounds is not acceptable for me, maybe I will just break it down to less and make it 200. How you make it 200 and the gap is too big, reduce your lot sizes. Okay, if 200 pound is not acceptable for you, you reduce your lot sizes and you're gonna maybe 100 instead. 100, maybe 50 pound, 90 pound, 50 pound, and you're looking for 150. Yeah, that's risk reward. That's great. Look, I'm risking only 50 and I'm making 150. If I do that 4 times a day and I lose only 2 times and I make 3 times win, you win-win scenario. You're gonna make 150 a day. Multiply by 20 days a month. That's about 3,000. If you trade this formula, there's so many formula, but you see which one is suit you. You know, you need to find the one that suit your account size, your account balance, your the way of trading. If you long term, if you only scalping, I mean, look, it's so much, but you need to adapt to one or two and three. Okay, yeah, you need to adapt to three. Market go up, excuse me, market go up, market go down, market consolidate. Okay, you know, we need to know when to trade. Market is going up, you trade it, buy and pull back, take the risk, and wait for it to come back and retrace, take another position, and you close your position, open position, meet your target a day. For example, 150 a day or 1500 a day. Some people do 15,000 a day or one trade. You can do 15,000, but if your account is already big, so you need to work on your self and your trading plan like this. Yeah, like this, like the chart exactly. No, nothing like that. That's a scam. That's a scam, guys. No one telling you that this indicator is gonna do millions or billions and it cost you only 150 pounds. It does that make sense to you? So everything like that, you know, you try plan, you practice well, you have some weakness, pull back. Pull back is like you're losing some money, but you're not losing like this. You're not losing whatever you gain, you lost it. You even more. You go down, down, down. No, no, you wanted to move smoothly. You lost percentage wise, you lose maybe 50 pound, but you make 150 overall. You go up again, 250, 450, 650, and you grow. That's how you do. You know, you can't just do, okay, I'm gonna use this indicator and boom, it's gonna go take me higher. Why you think the guy is selling you the indicator? Why he didn't do that? If he knows that indicator is doing all this money, why he will sell it for 50 pound or 500 pound or 1,000? Man, that 1,000, if that indicator working, is gonna make 1,000 every bip. Why he will sell it to you? You know, you need to think about common sense. What makes sense to you? You know. So yeah, that's my view on the market, guys. And you need to trade it wisely. You need to have a plan and imagine. Look, that's the past and that's the future. You know what you done in the past, okay? You know what did you do? You lost money. You make money. You have this. You have that. But you know how much you're gonna do in the future? No, you don't know yet. You're gonna only shape your future by yourself. You know, you're gonna shape it. If you practice how to make money and you practice, you cannot imagine. There is no limit. There is no limit how much money you can make in the future. There is no limit. You cannot tell me that I 2020 I'm gonna only do 50,000. No, I can do more. I can do less. It's all up to me. Okay, it's all up to me how much I put to that business. But I know, yeah, I can tell you that in the past I did this, I did that. Yes, there's limited to it. In the future is no limit. The sky is the limit, whatever they say. But there is no limit how much you can actually improve your strategy and the way you're trading and the mindset. Because look, it's simple to trade, but it's not easy to achieve because the simplicity of it, you become confused by all the noise around you in the market and people and all the stuff. So I recommend that you take you today, tomorrow, this week, make your plan, practice. Look, make your plan, practice it, put it in play. If you're new, do it and demo only for no more than a month, 30 days demo. But you take it serious. You don't really sit an hour and you go, and you don't put 5,000 lots to trade. That's to create a habit. You only trade what you can afford on even on demo. Yeah, you cannot put, I don't know. Some people that put 10,000 lots and it's like, look, I make 100,000 in no minute, in 1 minute or 2 minutes. Can you realistically afford it to put this in real life? No. But what you're doing, you create a habit inside your subconscious, and after that, you're gonna be so scared to lose risk of 40 pound or 400 or 4,000. Yeah, you're gonna be scared to trigger. You're gonna lose the first time 40 pound, you're gonna be like crazy. But you made 1 million or 2 million in no time on demo. When you come in reality, you get the habit. The habit is stuck in your mind for 30 days. You guys, did you know that 21 days you create a habit? The habit starts to stick in your head. If you try to run every morning at 5 a.m., yeah, after 21 days, you automatically doing it with no restriction, no laziness, there's nothing. You're gonna wake up in the morning automatically. You go outside and you run 5 a.m. every day. Like you wake up every day to go to your work 5 a.m. or 7 a.m. It's become a habit after 21 days. Imagine you trade yourself, you keep trading for 21 days, doing demo, and you keep trading 5 lots, 10 lots, 100 lots. Now, okay, I'm ready to go to the life because I'm doing this. You have the same amount of money? No, you don't. You're gonna start with like, I don't know, 500 pound, I guess. And if you're gonna do 0.01, and if you lose like 10 pound, you're gonna be screaming like, no, 10 pound. You didn't do that in real in demo. You should start for in demo. If you're gonna start, okay, I will start here, 0.01, and I will take account demo on 500 pound and do it for real. Okay, do everything as real. The only difference is this one is demo, this one is live. Okay, that's your test, that's your achievement. Okay, guys. So if you're gonna do demo, do it in a realistic amount. You're gonna risk for real and realistic deposit. Don't put 50,000 or 100,000, which is not going to be the real deal. If you're gonna put 5,000, yes, okay, 5,000. I recommend you start for 5,000, and you trade that 0.01. It's gonna give you pennies, but it's gonna give you experience. Don't worry, it's gonna be always market tomorrow. It's not only today. It's not gonna only be now. It's gonna be always market. There's always market everywhere in the world. So um, yeah, so for me, I'm just taking these 2 days like slow, preparing for my 2020, what I'm gonna do, and that's it. It's gonna be trade next day, tomorrow, day after, next month, next year, next 5 years, next 10 years. It's gonna be trade. There is no limit how much money you can make, but try it. You make it correct, not the scams they put online. You can make, look, this indicator is doing this, look, this surface is doing that. Everything is free online. Everything is absolutely free. You can go all the information, the valuable information, and you can trade on it, and you're gonna be successful if you risk and reward is correct, and the money management. There's about 80% of your trade and the mindset. Yeah, Mindset is very important. You believe in your strategy, you believe in your risk and reward, you believe in your money management, then your mindset is comfortable to lose some percentage, for example 20%, but however you're making like 90% back. Yeah, if you lose 400 pound, you don't want to know why you lost 400 pound. Next time you're going to make sure that the trade is actually looking good, you're not gambling. Yeah, then your reward is 1000, for example, or maybe 1500 if you trade it correctly. You're only risking 400, you're making 1500. How does that sound? Sounds great, but it doesn't just come out like that. Market, it doesn't send you a signal say, oh, okay, everyone else is selling now. Everyone is selling. Now, when you're sitting at home and you want to buy a car, that they text you saying to everybody, telling everyone, look, guys, the BMW is going down in price now. Now everyone actually selling it or everyone is buying it. No one gives you this information. You have to go out by yourself and find out why the pound is going down. Okay, we hit our target already priced in, and this is an example for you. Why I say 135? Because bound, it was, if I'm a buyer, shows buyer from here anyway, I'm buying from here, this area. After the news, I hear this is good news. 130, 135 was the target. Now everyone brought from here, exit here, and pull back, buy again, exit here. That's one. Two, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 waves technical. It's complete. Two. Three, we have a few candles here showing that's the end of the line. Okay. 135 is a round number. Yeah, 135 is a round number. Secondly, as soon as we hit 135, we collapsed. We tried to go again, we collapsed 50. Hold on, let me put this guy down. Tony. Yeah, that's the financial juice, guys. So let me just put him down. It's connected. Yeah, so yeah, it's so many factors here, you see. There's so many factors telling you that's a good trade. Yeah, 135 is a round number. We're gonna complete the fifth wave here. We're looking for ABC. Now I'm looking for A, B, C. C could be here. C could be down a little bit lower. We'll break this low, then you trade it. If I see that start to rotate going down, I will short it. I leave my stop loss above here, and I'm looking for another 400-500 bips down, only risking 150 bips. Your money management is gonna calculate how much per lot you wanna trade, and risk reward. It's great risk reward. We're looking here A, B, C. Looking forward to go down here. Okay, guys. Let me see the question anyone asking. Uh, Thanks, guys. Thanks for your feedback. Do you have any question? Anyone want to ask anything? Because I'm gonna close soon now. I need to be. Yeah, it's already one. Ah, it's already 8 a.m. in 8 a.m. in Eastern time. Okay, okay, guys. It was a pleasure to be here with you. Hopefully, with no stop, I will do tomorrow. I'm not sure, but from 2020, I will be doing hopefully every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday, Friday, um, or I will see live trading, live room, exactly the same thing. I will answer your questions and I'll try to give you some education on the way. In the meantime, as well, I will be doing market. I'll check the market, the whole market over the weekend. I will post it as well as usual. I do in my channel. If you're new here, please subscribe, uh, share it, like. Look to my channel. There's a lot of videos. I'll do that every Saturday or Sunday. I upload one video to cover pound pairs and gold and euros. So it was a pleasure, guys, to be with you in the morning, and hopefully I will do tomorrow as well. Okay. Good luck, guys, and take care. I will see you soon. Thanks, guys. Take care. Bye.